What's going on, Toy Fam? Project Piper Customs here. Welcome to my custom cave, and today we're going to be taking a look at the NECA SDCC Ninja Turtles Urban Disguise Raph Custom. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I want to go over the trench coat. Now, the trench coat I actually bought. It's a piece I bought from a soft goods creator on Instagram known as Scotticus Customs. I'll be putting his handle across the screen here, and I'll also put it in the description. He makes quite a lot of soft good products for action figures, all different kinds, for all different figures. And I was browsing his site, his Instagram page, and I noticed he had a trench coat going for the Raphael figure, and I instantly had to pick one up. It was no hesitation whatsoever. So I want to just go over it now and give it a little mini review to show you what it has to offer and to feature. So firstly, as you can see, this is how it fits. Okay, it fits the Raphael, or any, because they all use the same body of the Ninja Turtles, but it fits really well. The shell doesn't protrude too much over the back. As you can see, we have a nice stitch down button there. These are handmade as well. He makes them all by hand. So hats off to Scott. Absolutely fantastic dude to do business with, and awesome designer. And yeah, look at this piece is just fantastic. All handmade. Still, I can't put it down. It's fantastic. Right, so that's enough of that. Let me go into what it can do. Now, there's a series of bendy wires in the coat itself. Okay, so we'll start off with the waist strap belt, where you wrap around and tie up. This has a bendy wire in it, as you can see, and it's all the way through. Bendy wire is all the way in, so you can either have it just blowing in the wind open freely, or you can have it tied to keep his waistcoat secure like that. So that's pretty awesome if you ask me. Now, there is also a bendy wire down both it's like a flasher down both seams here. As you can see, it's all stitched in. So there's a bendy wire that runs all the way in down to the bottom. The collar, there's no bendy wire in the collar, it's just loose. Okay, but the bendy wire itself runs all the way across the bottom seam too. Okay, as you can see there. Okay, with the slit up the back, you can adjust it so it's nice and snug. Okay, or you can have it blowing open, or in the wind, as if when he's ready to fight. Okay, and you see it fits even with the size and the holsters. It fits in perfectly. And the details added, as you can see, nice series of buttons stitched down the front, and a couple there. These obviously cuff belts here for the arm. They're stitched there, but they move freely here, so they can be adjusted. Articulation does not hinder at all. As you can see, it still maintains full range. Apart from, obviously, if you want to go crazy with it, you obviously are hindered slightly by the stitching, but it's doing like full 360. You're hindered, but the rest of it, no problem. You can still get him kicking ass. Doesn't hinder the legs in any fashion. Get him doing a kick. Ah! Okay. Yeah. So it fits him absolutely perfect. Righteous! Bossa Nova! What? Yeah. Let's move on to the second piece. His hat. Now, I spent quite a while looking at other action figure accessories to see which one had hats in a similar style to the one he wears in the movie. And I did try a couple of them, and his head just way too big for him. But then I was chatting to a friend of mine in the community. We discussed, and he mentioned, how about the NECA Mego Freddy. So I thought, okay, looked him up and gave him a try. Get him in shot. Get Raph out of the way. There it is. So, you stay put. So I went ahead and bought one. Now, I'm an idiot sometimes. I will happily buy an action figure just purely for its accessories. If I can find it cheap, more the better. But as you can see, he came with his hat. Now, I tried it on him. Tried it on Raph's noggin, and it fits. As you can see, the head. Now, it doesn't fit on him perfectly because of his bandana knot. Unfortunately, it fits fine, but you need to remove the bandana knot. So we'll do that first, and then give it a little push down, and there, fits in fine. Doesn't come off. Sits on just nicely. Now, there is a little trick I've done to still have the bandana at the back. For displays or for photos, what I tend to do is, as you can see there, it sits quite low at the back. So with it still on, I tend to just literally just tuck, you see that little peg where it pegs into there? I just plonk it in, and it can just sit nicely at the back there. You know, fold the collar up. And to be honest, none the wiser. It just looks like it's in the back there. So all it needs to do is just sit on the back of the collar, and you shouldn't have any issues. Now let me go over what I did with the hat when I got it. There goes the bandana. So the hat was a different brown colour when I got it. So I'll show you what I've done. I took some elastic ribbon, which is the same stuff I used on the backpack, and I gave it the trim. As you can see here, I just cut a length, glued it down one end here, and fed it all the way at the back, slowly spot gluing it as I went around, and then finished it off here. And I gave this a coat of paint, a dark brown, and I went in with a lighter brown, a lighter wash really, because the ribbon itself comes white. And I gave the entire ribbon here a complete and utter wash, just to give it the accuracy of the colours from the film. So the paints I used, which I have them here, okay, basically just crafter paints that you get from a hobby store. You got Deco Art and Americana. And so this one here is the cinnamon brown. I use this as a wash for the ribbon, and I've got the ribbon with me, I've got extra. Okay, so I just mixed a little bit up with water, and I just soaked it all the way through whilst it was on the hat, because it was stretched out in how I wanted it. Okay, so just use a paintbrush and just gave them black. I gave it about 2 or 3 washes to get it all stained in, and then I used this, which is the burnt umber, and gave the hat a dry brush all the way around to give it that darkened look. And it came out pretty happy. I'm happy with how it came out. It came out pretty good. Okay, and that is the hat. Now this is the ribbon I have. Okay, it's just elastic general braided polyester, and I picked this up again from a hobby store where you get the paints from, and it just comes in a length, and it's just elastic ribbon. Yeah, it's good length, and you get plenty of it, and it's quite cheap. So I had some of this kicking around, and that's what I used on the trim of the hat. Now I'm going to go over this.
That okay with you?
This, I'd seen another fellow toy artist in the community known as OCP Customs, and I noticed that he had a very similar trench coat, but he had also included the backpack. I haven't painted the back because there's no need. I thought, yes, not only do I need the hat, of course, the backpack, iconic part of the movie, of the urban disguise costume. So I hit him up and asked him, so what kind of backpack did you use? So this backpack itself is from, if I can get it in here, it's from the Stranger Things Lucas figure. Again, another figure that I've bought just purely for the accessory. But yeah, so this was a blue, I believe, originally. So what I did, obviously giving it a green colour, was I took the backpack out and I used a scalpel and I trimmed away where the plastic strap, because it had originally had a hard plastic strap which didn't fit whatsoever. So I cut it here on both sides and just lopped it off. Okay, just lopped it clean off. Now using the tip, I cut a trench in both top and along the side here. Get it to focus, yeah, and along the side, along here. You see, I just stuff the blade in, and I keep wedging it until it was literally about that far deep. Okay, and I just went back and forth, and I made quite a wide trench in all 4 areas. Now, after pre-painting these, and I'll show you what colour this. The green here I used on the backpack is the same on the strap. Same method I did with the hat. Gave this a dry brush and this a wash. Just basically cut 2 lengths. Obviously wrapped it round. Get a gist of how long I wanted it, because obviously you've got to include the shell. Okay, so I needed it quite long. Now the paint I used is a Citadel round. Okay, Nargling green. Okay, and it's like a lime, slimy looking kind of green. Alright, and so that's the paint I used for the backpack. And just dry brushed it here and gave the straps a complete and utter wash. So with that, I'm going to show you how easy the backpack is to go on, because it's all stringy and all stretchy. There you go, look, as you can see, didn't need to bring out the arm that far. Bring it up. Okay, and it fits him quite snug. It just rests there on the back. And there you have it. 2 quick and simple mods if you wanted to give yourself an urban disguise Raph. Massive shout out again to Scotticus Customs for the trench coat, and to OCP Customs for advising me on which backpack he used, which figure had the accessory that worked the best, and believe me, it does. So massive shout out to you as well. And there we are, ready to kick some ass. No one's gonna know, like a ninja. So anyway, that will wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for watching. I am on social media on Instagram and Facebook at Project Piper Customs, where you can catch my latest custom work, and all my toy photography is posted there. I'll be doing more of these custom cave breakdowns, just going over some previous stuff that I've done. And also the tips and tricks and techniques I've used in terms of sculpting and painting and kit bashing, just to give you an idea and of how easy it is and how much fun it is to do this stuff. Once you get the hang of it, we all have a creative spark in us, and it's just a matter of applying it, and believe me, the fun is there. It's just yet to discover it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please give this a like and subscribe, and a comment if you want to know anything more about this piece or anything else. And then yeah, that will be it for now. Until next time.